Hi, y'all. This is Genevieve with Belladonna and Moonbeams. How are y'all doing? This is the reading for January 2nd through January 3rd, 2021. Yay! And it's also my daughter's birthday. Happy birthday, sweetie. Okay, so let's get going on our reading. Since we're in the sun sign in Capricorn, we're going to start with Capricorn. I messed up and didn't do that last week, but we are going to do it this week. And this is the Lady of Lightning. And this is saying that Capricorns are going to have a total paradigm shift. That could be thought of as a big change, but I think it's not so much that your life is going to change, but your thinking process is going to change. You're going to realize that something is no longer serving you good, and you're going to say, no, I'm done with that. And honestly, I have been having a lot of those, and I'm not even a Capricorn, because I'm starting to evaluate, is this serving me? If it's not serving me, why is it in my life? Just seriously, why? So I think that's something that you as Capricorns need to be looking at. And I think it's time for us all to have a paradigm shift. We have entered the age of Aquarius. Things have changed. COVID has changed all of us. This year has changed us. And if it hasn't, why not? For me, it's made me evaluate what really matters to me. It's made me look at things that I didn't want to look at. It's made me do my shadow work. And so I think it's time for a paradigm shift. And I think the cards are telling you, Capricorns, that you need to be looking at that paradigm shift. Now for Aquarius, the Dream Weaver. So this is saying that it's time to dream, but you've been also living with a lot of illusions. Things are not the way they seem for you. A lot of times, I think, Aquarius, you want things the way that you think they should be, not the way they are. You have to let go of that illusion and see the world as it is. I'm not saying it's as much fun as what you want, but until you start seeing it as it is, you can't work within that. It's like, I'm thinking of something. Okay. Say that you want to go for a hike and you're at a skating rink. How are you going to hike the skating rink? I mean, your illusions are not serving you any longer. So you need to see what is reality. What is and sometimes we have our own realities. For example, if I'm arguing with someone, they and I are seeing things differently. So we each have our own reality in that. But there are some things that are just basic realities. And that we have to work within that framework. That's a better way to look at it, the framework. If I am framing a house and I am framing a ranch house, a one-level ranch house, but I want it to be a 2-story Victorian, that's not the framework I'm working within. If I'm building it for a 1-story ranch house. And that's it. You have to work within the framework of what is. Whatever your house is, whatever you've built, you have to work within that framework. Okay, Pisces. Here we go. The High Lord of Gratitude and Service. And this is saying that it's time for us to make conscious choices to serve the higher good. Pisces, you need to be looking at what is it that I can do to serve the higher good. Because as we serve the higher good, the universe takes care of us. And there are times that I choose to serve the higher good, knowing that it's not financially helping me, but that's not what life's about. We are here to grow and to learn and to become better us's. When we come from the spirit world, we come with a blueprint of what we need to learn in this life. And if we're not choosing to learn those things, then we're going to just have to do it again. Personally, I don't want to. Okay, Aries, the Winged Wise Ones. And this is saying Aries, that you need to get in touch with your archangels. Sometimes our angels are just sitting around going, come on, let me help you. You know, the guardian angel that we've always heard about. We have angels or spirit guides, or whatever you want to call them, that want to work with us. But they can't work with us unless we let them. You have to let them in your life, Aries. And I think they're telling you right now that you need to be working with them. Now, if you're wondering what I just did, because there's 12 signs and they're in order, a couple of times I've tried to do these and I got out of order. So I'm actually started writing a list and I check them off. But anyway, for my Aries, you need to listen to your spirit guides. If you don't know them, please, please sit down and meditate and ask them their names. Ask them what they want. Ask them what their job is. The goalkeeper is my favorite. Well, sometimes, for the most part, because she's always with me. And she's not the goalkeeper, the gatekeeper. And she's there to protect me and keep things out that I don't want in. So say that you want to work with spirits. Say that you want to work with the deceased. You can tell your gatekeeper to let them come. That's your choice. That's why some people see them and some people don't, because they've given their gatekeeper permission to let them in. Okay, Taurus, Gaia's garden. We are going to be getting what we sow, but we're also going to be getting abundance. And I need some abundance in my life because I'm feeling kind of broke. So I need some abundance. Also, I'm a Taurus, so I'm always feeling kind of broke. But we're also going to get some of our goals are going to come to fruition. And on top of that, we're going to reap what we sow. So what have we been sowing? Have we been sowing things of value? One of the things I really like to sow is into people's lives. The more I sow in people's lives, the more I get back. Just saying. Okay, Gemini, you get the Shadow Queen. This is knowledge. This is maturity. The Shadow Queen has all the knowledge inside of her for you. She's kind of like another spirit guide, but she's holding all your secrets and she wants to give them to you. But you have to ask her once again, because you may have chosen not to know all of your secrets. You may have blocked things over the years. And it's your time, Geminis, to start getting to that. It's your time to start doing that work. That knowledge is in you, but you have to choose to do it. Okay, Cancer, the word Lord. This is your time to communicate. There's someone in your life that you need to communicate with. You need to open up that field of communication and see where you're going. It's that time to reach out and touch someone, as AT&T commercials used to say. You also need to be careful, though, because words have a lot of effect. So what words are you saying that you shouldn't be saying? And what words are people saying to you that aren't what they seem? You need to evaluate words this weekend. Listen to the meaning behind the words. You have the ability to evaluate them, but you have to be willing. You have to live with your heart. And almost like this, what is she saying? What is she saying? Don't look at them. Feel those words. Okay. Now, see, I even messed that up. So let's try again. Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. That's what I thought. But I didn't mark off the Cancers. Now, this is for Leo. I'm marking them off right now. The Horse King. This is saying that there's someone there to help you, Leos. because he's got a horse. He's not making the trip by himself. He's got someone to help him. So who in your life can you either help or can help you? Because sometimes it's that we're supposed to help others. I don't really know what is happening for you this weekend, but you're supposed to be working in tandem with someone. Just like when you ride a horse, you're doing it in tandem with the horse. You are one with that horse, should be one with that horse. You should be one with this person in your life right now. Just for this weekend, maybe forever. It could be your wife or your husband or your parents, but honestly, I think that there is someone in your life that you need to be working with in tandem. Virgos, my little Virgos, sisters of the seasons. This is all about cycles. You know, the seasons are cycles, cyclical. We go through summer, spring, winter, fall. I don't like winter too much. That is my least favorite season. Okay, I digress. I just went down that rabbit hole, didn't I? But this is a time to evaluate those seasons and see how things are working together. Because everything has a divine order, and our lives have a divine order. And so Virgos, you need to be evaluating those and finding the divine order within your life. Is there something that's out of balance? Is there something that you need to do to bring the divine order back in? Look at the seasons of your life. Look in the seasons of your day and see what needs to change or what is good and perfect. Only you can determine that. But I think that that's what you need to be evaluating this weekend. Libras. This is the spiral dancer. And that is all about perception, but also dancing. When I think of dancing, I think of that song, I Hope You Dance. And that does not necessarily mean literally dancing. It could be, but probably not. When I think of that song, I Hope You Dance, it means I hope your life, your heart dances, your mind dances, that you dance internally. So take time to look at things and dance this weekend, Libras. I hope you dance. Okay, Scorpios. The Lady of the Gift. So that's a card about giving and receiving. And someone this weekend is going to give to you or you need to give to them. And you'll know that when it comes. Sometimes I purchase things. I remember I bought some stones and I knew they weren't for me, but I knew I was to buy them. And when the person came along that particular crystal belonged to, I was able to gift that. And so that's what this is all about, gifting and receiving. So who can you gift to this weekend and who can you receive from? Just saying. And finally, Sagittarius, the Phoenix. The Phoenix rises from the ashes, but it also requires us to surrender to change. You're going, what? Well, yes, when we're going to change something about ourselves, if we sit there going, I don't want to change. I don't like change. Blah, 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 blah. Then we're not surrendering to it and we're not allowing it to work in our lives. And I think that sometimes we need to allow things to work in our lives. We need to do what's right for us. Change is not always easy, but change can oftentimes be the best thing for us. So surrender to that. Go ahead and accept what Spirit has for you. And finally, we're just going to pull a card for the collective. For all of us, this is Keeper of the Scales. This is balance. So this weekend, try to find our balance. Is that meditation? Is that grounding? Is that just an extra hour of sleep? Is it hugging someone? Get your balance. Find it. Embrace it. Namaste, y'all. If you want to do a private reading, send me a text to 405-512-9400. And don't forget, on Tuesday, which is next Tuesday, on January 5th at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, I will be doing a YouTube live to read your pendulum questions. But if you can't show up, go ahead and send me those questions ahead of time. 405-512-9400, because I want to answer all your questions. And of course, subscribe to my YouTube channel so you never miss another reading or a tarot thing again. Bye-bye.